Saudi Arabia plots self-sufficient nuclear program making weapon-grade uranium possible. Hashim bin Abdullah Yamani, head of the Saudi government agency tasked with the nuclear plans, said Saudi Arabia wants to extract uranium for peaceful purposes. In a speech at an international nuclear power conference in Abu Dhabi, he did not specify whether Saudi Arabia seeks to also enrich and reprocess uranium. Enrichment in the fuel cycle, which can open up the possibility of military uses of the material. Atomic reactors need uranium enriched to around 5% purity, but the same technology in this process can also be used to enrich the heavy metal to higher, which concerned the West and neighboring states. As a result, it led to a 2015 deal in which Iran agreed to freeze the program for 15 years for sanctions relief. Under the agreement, Iran can enrich uranium to 3.67% purity, around the normal level needed for commercial power generation. Mr. Yamani said, the International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, also has been requested to conduct an integrated review of our nuclear infrastructure during the second quarter of 2018 to introduce nuclear power for peaceful purposes. Saudi Arabia said it wants to tap atomic power to diversify its energy supply and will award a construction contract for its first 2 nuclear reactors by the end of 2018. Mr. Yamani added that extracting uranium makes sense from an economic point of view. He said, regarding the production of uranium in the kingdom, this is a program which is our first step towards self-sufficiency in producing nuclear fuel. We utilize the uranium ore that has been proven to be economically efficient. Saudi Arabia would be the second country in the Gulf region, after the United Arab Emirates, UAE, to tap nuclear energy. The UAE has committed not to enrich uranium itself and not to reprocess spent fuel. Saudi Arabia will soon pass laws for its nuclear program and will have set up all of the regulations needed for its nuclear regulator by 2018. Saudi Arabia is considering building 17.6 gigawatts of nuclear capacity by 2032 as part of an economic reform program by Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman called Vision 2030. This is the equivalent of 17 reactors, which makes it one of the strongest prospects for an industry struggling after the 2011 nuclear disaster in Japan. Saudi Arabia is reaching out to potential vendors from South Korea, China, France, Russia, Japan and the United States for its first 2 reactors. Preliminary studies have estimated Saudi Arabia has around 60,000 tons of uranium ore.